The global race to find a vaccine for COVID-19
We are very confident that we're going to have a vaccine at the end of the year.
just got to the next mile marker of the president's prediction. Might this be the first?
I think this has as good a chance of any as being the first one that would get to the finish line.
Dr. Robert Frank is the lead researcher at one of the 4 national test sites now looking for 360 human volunteers for a new vaccine trial sponsored by Pfizer. The company supplied this video.
You cannot get COVID-19 from this vaccine. It's impossible. What they've done is that they've taken a gene, which is the part of the material that any living being uses to replicate itself, taken one of the genes, and this gene makes what's called the spike protein.
This spike protein appears to be critical for the COVID-19 virus to infect us. The vaccine would then help your own blood make antibodies against it.
So then if we were ever exposed to the real thing, if the real virus, then we already have antibodies that hopefully will protect us from becoming ill.
The 4 sites recruiting right now are Cincinnati Children's Hospital, NYU Grossman School of Medicine, the University of Maryland School of Medicine, and the University of Rochester Medical Center, Rochester Regional Health.
If things all go well there, then we would be expanding to a couple hundred more at each site. And then if things go well with that, be expanding to hundreds of thousands, hundreds to thousands at each of the sites.
Doctors will first test it on healthy adults ages 18 to 55 before giving the shot to older participants.
The goal of Pfizer is that to have this available, probably not licensed, but at least approved enough by the FDA to have what's called expanded access by the fall.
Access that might give us a real shot at saving lives until there are more people immune to this virus.
The Missouri State Fair is scheduled for August, but many now question whether the fair will or even should go on as planned. KRCG 13's Elizabeth Hoffman has been working to find an answer to that question. She joins us now live from her home.
The Missouri State Fair is scheduled to take place in 93 days, but the State Fair Board of Directors plans to meet tomorrow to discuss any possible changes to those plans. Now, here is some video of previous fairs in Sedalia. Now, since 1901, thousands of families have made the annual trip to Sedalia for the State Fair as their tradition. In his press briefing today, Governor Mike Parson was asked, due to health concerns with COVID-19, if he recommends canceling or altering the State Fair. The governor says he did talk with State Fair board leaders about it just this morning, and he says it's just too soon to say.
We're going to really evaluate that come 1st of June. We're going to see what happens in May. Right now, we will plan like a plan A and a plan B to have the fair, or maybe a shortened version of it. But again, I don't think there's anything in concrete until we get a little closer to the 1st of June and see where we're headed in the state.
BJC Healthcare says all hospital patients and visitors will be required to wear masks inside BJC facilities. The new policy is intended to reduce community spread of COVID-19, and it follows guidelines from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Other visitor restrictions will remain in place. Children under the age of 2 and anybody who has difficulty breathing or is unable to remove the mask without assistance are exempt from this policy and will not have to wear those masks.
Parishioners at Columbia's Catholic Newman Center on the Mizzou campus must sign up online before they attend Mass in person. The sign-up system operates on a first-come, first-served basis. Some Newman Center parishioners are anxious about returning to the pews and receiving the Eucharist on Sundays as authorities lighten COVID-19 restrictions. Area Catholic churches will continue to stream Masses online. Those attending in person should check their temperatures at home, bring their own mask, and be ready to practice social distancing. Priests say their online sign-up system gives parishioners a fair opportunity. Parishioners without access to the internet can sign up by calling the parish office.
I'm the one who made the rules based on what the bishop has asked us to do and what the county is asking us to do. So they're all, again, about making people safe and trying to help people understand that this isn't going to go away, that we really need to make some changes in how we do things, and we're going to try and do that.
Rabbi Avraham Lapine of Columbia's Shabbat Jewish Center says his followers will continue to worship at home and has no immediate plans to return to his synagogue.
As every day passes, so much more is learned and so much more we're able to figure out. So we're taking it day by day. So we're not making any decision yet. And Judaism, one of the fundamentals of Judaism is to value life. It's more important than anything.